Joshua 19. The second lot belonged to the tribe of Simeon by its clans. Their assigned land was in the middle of Judah's land. Their assigned land included Beersheba, Moladah, Hazor, Shaul, Bala, Ezem, Eltolad, Bethuel, Hormah, Ziglah, Beth, Markaboth, Hazor, Susa, Beth, Leboeth, and Shar-Uhen, a total of 13 cities and their towns. Ain, Rimmon, Ether, and Ashen, a total of 4 cities and their towns, as well as all the towns around the city as far as Baalath Bir, Ramah of the Negev. This was a land assigned to the tribe of Simeon by its clans. Simeon assigned land was taken from Judah's allotted portion, for Judah's territory was too large for them. So Simeon was assigned land within Judah. The third lot belonged to the tribe of Zebulun. By its clans, the border of their territories extended to the Sarid. Their border went up westward to Maralah and touched Debesheth, that's a name, and the valley near Jokneam. From Sarid, it turned eastward to the territory of Kisloth Tabor, extended to Daberath, and went up to Japhia. From there, it crossed eastward to Gath-Hefer and Eth-Kazin, and extended to Rimmon toward Neah. It then turned to the north to Hanathon and ended at the valley of Ifta-El. Their territory included Katah, Nahalal, Simran, Idalah, and Bethlehem. In all, they had 12 cities and their towns. This was the land assigned to the tribe of Zebulun by its clans, including these cities and their towns. The fourth lot belonged to the tribe of Issachar by its clans. Their assigned lands included Jezreel, Keshiloth, Shunem, Hapharaim, Shean, Anaharath, Rebeth, Kishion, Ebez, and Remeth, and Genem, and Hada, and Beth Pazaz. Their borders touched Tabor, Shahazamah, and Beth Shemesh, and ended at the Jordan. They had 16 cities and their towns. This was a land assigned to the tribe of Issachar by its clans, including those cities and their towns. The fifth lot belonged to the tribe of Asher by its clans. Their territory included Helkath, Harabetim, Aksaph, Alamelech, Amad, and Mishal. Their border touched Carmel to the west and Shihor-Libnoth. It turned eastward towards Beth Dagon, touched Zebulun and the valley of Ipatah-El to the north, as well as Beth Emek and Neiel, and extended to Kubal on the north, and on to Eber, Rehob, Hammon, and Kanah, as far as Greater Sidon. It then turned toward Ramah as far as the fortified city of Tyre, turned to Hosah, and ended at the sea near Hebel, Akzib, Umah, Aphek, and Rehob. In all, they had 22 cities and their towns. This was the land assigned to the tribe of Asher by its clans, including their cities and their towns. The sixth lot belonged to the tribe of Naphtali by its clans. Their border started at Heleph, and the oak of Zaanannim went to Adami, Nekeb, Jabneel, and on to Lacham, and ended at the Jordan River. It turned westward to Aznoth Tabor, extended from there to Hukkok, touched Zebulun on the south, Asher on the west, and the Jordan on the east. The fortified cities included Ziddim, Zur, Hamath, Rockoth, Kinnereth, Adamah, Ramah, Hazor, Kadesh, Edrei, and Hazor, Yiran, Migdal El, Haramoth, Beth Anath, and Beth Shemesh. In all, they had 19 cities and their towns. This was a land assigned to the tribe of Naphtali by its clans, including these cities and their towns. The seventh lot belonged to the tribe of Dan. Its clans, their assigned land, including Zohar, Eshtoal, Ir Shemesh, Sha'alalabim, Ijalan, Ithla, Elon, Timnah, Ekron, Eltekah, Gibbethon, Baalath, Jehad, Berak, Gath Rimmon, the waters of Jarkon, and Rockon. Yes, Rockon, including the territory in front of Joppa. The Danites failed to conquer their territory, so they went up and fought with Leshem and captured it. They put the sword to it, took possession of it, and lived in it. They renamed it Dan after their ancestors. This was a land assigned to the tribe of Dan by its clans, including these cities and their towns. When they finished dividing the land into its regions, the Israelites gave Joshua, son of Nun, some land. As the Lord had instructed, they gave him the city he requested, Timnath Serah, in the Ephraimite hill country. He built up the city and lived there. These are the land assignments that Eleazar the priest, Joshua son of Nun, and the Israelite tribal leaders made by drawing lots in Shiloh before the Lord at the entrance of the tent of meeting. So they finished dividing up the land. Yeah. Supersonic Cat Jam and Sis Pineapple. That's easy for you to say. I just sometimes act like I know what I'm saying. Sometimes I know, and sometimes I'm like, I don't know. Vowels throw me off. I'm never sure how to pronounce the vowels. And when you get 2-3 vowels in a row, I know that's not the Hebrew. It's a transliteration, and that just messes me up. I can't divide my consonants or my syllables up when there's too many vowels. It just doesn't work in my brain. Okay. Interesting point here. Dan does not conquer their territory. The territory of the sons of Dan went out from them. So they do not conquer their territory. They, Lamesh, the pronoun it, has replaced the name Lamesh in the translation for stylistic reasons. Oh, okay. So they're just saying that we put Lamesh in there, even though it says it, so that you know we're talking about Lamesh. So they go find some place they could conquer instead of going and doing what they were supposed to. Do you know what happened to Z, or you haven't seen her on Twitch for a few weeks now? I do not know anything about that. I had thought I saw, hey, Shiny Penny, welcome in, a VOD for XP Church that I thought I saw her in the background. So maybe she went to visit XP Church. It's pure speculation because I don't know when the video was made. So, but I saw something from XP Church. I'm like, is that Z Sarah, you in the background? So maybe you could explore that. Okay, so again, we're having the dividing up. Dan doesn't get their territory. It's interesting what happens with Dan. Dan is constantly on the move. Dan is never in their territory. And then when we get to the New Testament, Dan's not included in the tribes when we get to the New Testament. We get either the Levites are included or Joseph, as well as Manasseh and Ephraim. I don't remember. But when we get to Revelation and every tribe there, Dan's not included in the list of tribes. So that's an interesting little tidbit that happens. But We're getting up land divided, lots of cities mentioned. What's interesting is we get more just cities mentioned in this section by lot than we did in the other, where it was like, and this border, and over to here, and the river over here. And this is almost all just, here are the cities that they have. So they're assigned by lot. Joshua is doing it. He had to send people out. The people weren't taking it for themselves. He has to be the one that goes and does, even though they already know that they can take it, he's the one who still has to hold their hand, so to speak, to make sure that all of this happens. Just seeing if there's any names here. Bum, 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 bum. Well, there's lots of names we could go look up. Nahalal. That's a fun one. Nahalal. So this would be verse 15. Nahalal la 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 la. Pasture. So you're going to the city that has good pasture land. That's not a bad deal. Oh, I did want to look at the footnote on Bethlehem here. Okay, there was Bethlehem mentioned, but it was not in the tribe that you would expect Bethlehem to be. So let's see what the footnote says. For map location, it's going on the map here. So let's check that. Okay, so like here's a map. Like this is pointing south. I don't know why they do this on their maps in this. That's not helpful for me to have a map that south is diagonal. So we have all these maps that we could go look up. Like I said, they're not very helpful. And I don't like the way that they actually do these maps. Now we got one, see, that's north. Like, why would you not be consistent on all your maps? Okay, those are not helpful. They're satellite maps. If you don't know the territory, I mean, satellite maps are fine, but when we're looking at ancient territories, I don't find them as helpful. Okay. Was there any other names I wanted to look up? I wanted to see on the footnote there, because Bethlehem here is not of Judah. So is there a second Bethlehem? That's what I thought they would mention there. What was it? Who had the territory here? Simeon was assigned within Judah. So this is Bethlehem, which is in Judah. So when we have but that's before the split. I'm just questioning the Bethlehem there. Is there a second town named Bethlehem that is smaller, and that is where David is from? Because this sounds like it's the tribe of Simeon, not the tribe of Judah. Okay. The oak of Zaananim. Zaananim. Okay, so that's 33. That's a fun name. Zaananim. Dude, and my brain's just going, Manamanat. Do 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 do. Zaananim. Do 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 do. Zaananim. Do 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 do. If you know the song. Zaananim removing. Zaananim removings. Okay. Okay, so we've got all of the places now assigned. Benny Hill Show? No. Is the Muppet Show. Manamanat. Do 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 do. Manamanat. Do 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 do. Oh, yes, and then we had at the end here where Joshua also had his territory assigned. So we make sure we did the thing that we needed to do. Okay, maybe the swipe.